Hello students, we are going to start the chapter 5th, combustion and fossil fuel. In this chapter we are going to deal with combustion and its types, fuels, characteristics and its type, and fossil fuels. Okay, we are going to start with the first definition. What is combustion? Combustion is a chemical reaction that produces heat and light when a substance burns in presence of oxygen. So when a substance is burned in presence of oxygen, if it produces heat and light, it is called as combustion. The substance that undergo the process of combustion is called as combustible substance. Okay, the substance, those substance which catches fire are called as combustible substances. Example: wood, paper, LPG and kerosene. The substances that do not undergo the process of combustion, that is the substance which do not catch fire even in the presence of oxygen, they are called as non-combustible substances. Example: water, stone, sand, glass, etc. So till now we have discussed what are combustion, what are combustible substances, and what are non-combustible substances. Next, okay, the activity which is given here, it is to prove some substances are combustible and some are not. So if you do the activity, you will know that the paper is combustible, paper and spirit are combustible, whereas water and sand are non-combustible substances. Next, types of combustion. We have different types of combustion. First, rapid combustion, spontaneous combustion, complete combustion, incomplete combustion, and explosion. Okay, so we are going to do the types of combustion. That is, first one is rapid combustion. The type of combustion in which large amount of heat and light is released in a very short span of time. So it is a type of combustion in which more amount of heat and light is released. Okay, this is called as rapid combustion, like burning of paper, LPG, CNG. So they come under rapid combustion. Next, spontaneous combustion. Spontaneous combustion, this is the type of combustion in which the substance bursts into flame without the application of heat, is referred as spontaneous combustion. Example: burning of white phosphorus, that is that which is used for making the matchstick. Or you can take the sodium metal. When sodium metal is exposed to the air, it catches fire. So that type of combustion is called as spontaneous combustion. We don't require any heat. Okay, they burn as they burst into flame when just a heat, means when like sodium metal, if you just keep it in the air, they catches fire. So that kind of combustion is called as spontaneous. Complete combustion, the type of combustion that takes place in sufficient amount of in sufficient amount of oxygen. So the type of combustion that takes place in the sufficient amount of oxygen, means it requires sufficient amount of oxygen. That type of combustion is called as complete combustion. Okay, like if the product is while burning, like burning of paper, okay, burning of when we use LPG gas, that type of combustion is called as complete combustion. So the product are carbon dioxide, water, heat and light. Then incomplete combustion, this is a type of combustion that takes place in sufficient amount of oxygen. That is referred to as incomplete combustion, means it does not the oxygen which we supply is not sufficient for them. So that is incomplete combustion. Examples like when you burn camphor, okay, that is an incomplete combustion. So you get soot, water, carbon monoxide, heat and light along with it. Next, explosion. What is explosion? Explosions, the type of combustion the type of combustion that occurs suddenly, in which the light, heat and sound and large amount of gases are released, are called as explosion, like bursting of crackers. So they come under explosion. Bursting of crackers, in which the heat, light, sound and large amount of gases are released. Next, we have an activity to differentiate the spontaneous and rapid combustion. In spontaneous combustion, we have taken a sodium metal from the kerosene oil and just place it on the tissue paper, so that kerosene oil is absorbed by the tissue paper. Now leave it in the air. What we see, it catches fire. So this is a spontaneous combustion. So sodium metal is an example of spontaneous combustion. Next, take magnesium ribbon, clean it with the sandpaper, so that the magnesium oxide, the layer of magnesium oxide which is present in it, which is present on it, can be removed. Then after that, catch it with the help of tongs and just burn it. You will see a white drizzling flame. So this type of combustion is a rapid combustion. So burning of magnesium ribbon is an example of rapid combustion, okay, that occurs when the heat is supplied. Next, differentiate between complete combustion and incomplete combustion. In complete combustion, what we do, we take a Bunsen burner, okay. In Bunsen burner we have a air hole, okay. Now we have to open the air hole and just light it. What we see that if the hole is open, the sufficient amount of air is going into it, and the burner will burn with it gives a blue flame. When the air hole is closed, insufficient supply of oxygen is there, due to which the color of the flame changes into yellow. So this kind of combustion is incomplete combustion. So when the air hole is closed, there is an insufficient amount of oxygen, which results into incomplete combustion and the formation of soot. Whereas when the air hole is open, there is a sufficient amount of oxygen available and complete combustion takes place, leaving no soot. Okay, now what are the conditions necessary for combustions? What are the conditions we require for the combustion? The first one is presence of combustible substances. We require a combustible substances like wood, paper, kerosene, on which we can burn it. Next, supporter of combustion, that is air, presence of air, that is the process of combustion until it will not takes place until without the presence of air. Next, reaching the ignition temperature. Ignition temperature is the minimum temperature at which the combustible substance starts burning in presence of air, is called as ignition temperature. Like the white phosphorus ignition temperature is very less, that is 30 to 35 degrees, whereas wood ignition temperature is 250 to 300 degrees centigrade. Similarly, there are different ignition temperatures for different substances. The substances which have low ignition temperature and catches fire easily are called as inflammable substances, like alcohol, kerosene, LPG, nylon fibers, petrol, etc. Okay, now I am going to end the session till here. Thank you.